Let me take you back to one of the most talked about radio show moments ever, Wanda Smith versus Katt Williams. This is one for the books. It all started back in 2018 when comedian Katt Williams appeared on The Frank Ski Show on Atlanta's V103 radio station. Now, this interview was supposed to be a fun, casual chat, but oh boy, things went downhill fast. It's like Wanda Smith unknowingly walked into a roast session with one of the greatest roast kings of all time. Katt Williams showed up at the radio station, and right from the get-go, the energy was, let's say, tense. Wanda, being a seasoned radio host, probably thought she could go toe-to-toe with him, throwing light jabs and teasing remarks. But here's the thing, Katt Williams wasn't having it. What was supposed to be playful banter quickly escalated into a full-fledged roasting battle. It all started when Wanda, in her usual style, tried to poke fun at Katt, mentioning something about his hair and calling out his appearance. And let me tell you, Katt responded in a way only he can. He fired back, and it wasn't just a lighthearted joke. He went all in. He started clowning her, poking fun at everything from her cooking skills to her wardrobe choices. Wanda tried to keep up, but Katt was relentless. Here's the thing. When you're dealing with someone like Katt Williams, who's been roasting people for decades, you need to be prepared. Wanda, on the other hand, probably thought it was going to be a playful exchange. Well, she was wrong. At one point, Wanda tried to regain control by boasting about her cooking skills. She claimed her broccoli was a family favorite. And what did Katt do? Oh, he clowned her even harder. He mocked her for acting like broccoli was some culinary masterpiece. "You can't burn broccoli," he quipped. "All you gotta do is heat water." It was brutal. The entire studio was cracking up, but you could see the tension building in Wanda's eyes. When she moved on to talk about her baked chicken, Katt just wouldn't let up. He sarcastically asked what other canned vegetables she liked to cook, and even mimicked how she must have sounded in the kitchen. It wasn't just the jokes, it was the speed and precision with which Katt delivered them. He didn't even need time to think. Every line, every comeback hit harder than the last. It was as if Katt was in his element, effortlessly turning the tables on Wanda, whose attempts at rebuttal fell short as she struggled to match his wit. For many listeners, it became clear that what started as a simple radio interview had turned into a lesson on why not to challenge a seasoned comedian. But here's where things took a real turn. The back and forth during the radio interview was bad enough, but it didn't end there. Later that same weekend, Katt and Wanda's paths crossed again, this time off the air. The two apparently ran into each other at the Atlanta Comedy Club in Norcross, Georgia. The tension was still thick, and things got heated. Wanda's husband, Lamorris Sellers, reportedly stepped in. And let's just say, he wasn't exactly there to make peace. According to reports, he brandished a gun during their confrontation, which made Katt and his crew flee the scene. They ran for cover and ended up in a nearby supermarket. Now, Wanda and her husband later denied that a weapon was ever pulled, but the whole incident became a massive headline, and it didn't look good for Wanda or her family. This public fallout only added more fuel to an already burning fire, as the drama spilled over from the airwaves into real life, cementing the encounter as more than just a viral roasting session, but a full-blown controversy that both sides still have to live down. In the heat of the moment, Katt called the police. Imagine that. A comedian who usually makes jokes about everything actually picked up the phone and called the cops. But given the situation, who can blame him? When someone pulls a gun, things get real, fast. It wasn't a joke anymore. But you know what? Katt Williams being Katt Williams, he didn't let this whole ordeal faze him. He's faced worse. From legal battles to high-profile beefs in Hollywood, this was just another day in the life of Katt. Fast forward to now. 6 years later, Wanda Smith is finally speaking out, and she's pointing fingers at Katt Williams, accusing him of sabotaging her career. According to Wanda, the events from that day affected her professional life more than anyone expected. She claims that after the incident went viral, it became harder for her to book gigs, and her radio career took a hit. In several interviews, Wanda has talked about how she felt ambushed by Katt during the show. She insists that she wasn't trying to get into a roasting battle with him. She was just doing her job. But Katt, with his quick wit and brutal humor, turned it into a personal attack that she wasn't prepared for. Wanda believes that Katt's roasting spree wasn't just about humor. It was a deliberate attempt to humiliate her in front of their audience, and, in doing so, damage her reputation. And honestly, when you look back at the footage, it's hard to argue that Katt didn't go overboard. Adding to this, she claims that many of the jokes were not only pointed but personal, leaving her feeling cornered during what should have been a light-hearted interview. Some industry insiders have also noted how Wanda's career trajectory noticeably slowed after the incident, with fewer appearances and opportunities than she had before. When the video of their on-air showdown went viral, social media had a field day. People couldn't stop talking about it. Memes were everywhere, with most people siding with Katt Williams. They argued that Wanda should have known better than to roast a professional comedian, especially one as sharp and quick as Katt. Many saw it as a classic case of someone biting off more than they could chew. But Wanda, to this day, maintains that she was just doing her job as a radio host, and Katt took it too far. She believes that the fallout from their confrontation impacted her career in ways she never expected. Even after all this time, Wanda feels like Katt owes her some level of accountability. From her perspective, what started as a joke spiraled into something much bigger, and it wasn't just about their on-air exchange. For Wanda, it became about her livelihood and the respect she felt she lost in the industry. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Did Katt Williams actually sabotage Wanda's career, or was it just an unfortunate case of public perception working against her? While Wanda might feel like she got the short end of the stick, Katt's career remained untouched. If anything, it got stronger as more people praised his roasting skills. Meanwhile, Wanda continues to speak out, hoping that sharing her side will bring some closure and maybe even a bit of redemption in the eyes of the public, who turned her into a punchline. So, what do you think? Was Wanda Smith an innocent bystander who got caught in the crossfire of Katt Williams' comedic genius? Or did she step into a battle she wasn't prepared for? Do you believe Katt went too far, or was it all fair game in the world of comedy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love getting the latest updates on all the celebrity drama, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay in the loop. You won't want to miss our next video on the wildest moments in Hollywood.